You know, you lot make it what it's worth, man. DG, what's your kit closet looking like? Well, right now it's looking like the PSG thing's finna come out, innit? I'm so vexed with Arsenal. I ain't even looked at the third shirt and done a kit review for you lot. Like, I'll soon leave Arsenal. I mean, Osman, one love, but if you're gonna leave Arsenal, you probably should, man. Can't blame Arteta for the mistakes of Tini. It's rubbish. Chelsea are a better team, but we gave too much room. I'll soon leave it. Oh, I already said that. I don't even enjoy watching anymore. Half the game, I'm just looking at my phone because I know we won't score. Should have heard me chatting the most at work about last year's double. I need to stop doing this to myself. I'm fed up with this winless team. Tactics are why we keep looking rubbish. It's all on Arteta now. Trust the process. Pastor preach, man. Fair play, you know. You have to be real. Can only judge Arteta when he has a full strength available. No Gabriel, no White, no Partey, no Lacazette. Eddie now. Martinelli is injured, and now Tini is injured. Judging when they're fit. I hear you. You're not wrong, but at the same time, have we not seen performances with all of those individuals involved, and we've still bottled? Would they have made a difference? I therefore agree. We needed them. I therefore agree. Dan, 10 sex Dan, you're killing me with that username, but I therefore agree. I'm just playing devil's advocate. Have we not seen performances like this? Would they made the greater of difference? Did we see a game plan? Regardless, because at worst, surely we should see a game plan and players that aren't quite levels to interact that. Like you saw with Pep Guardiola, you could tell Joe Hart wasn't good enough. Or when Klopp came in, you could tell certain man couldn't do that high intensity thing and all of those ones. I'm just simply playing devil's advocate, my dude. Interesting way of looking at it. You know, I do think he's been dealt a short hand, but you know, injuries are part of a season. You know, City had injuries last year, players stepped up. Liverpool had injuries last year, players stepped up and helped them get third. I'm sure Chelsea had injuries or something, players stepped up. I'm sure United had injuries, you know, somehow United weren't second for all of last season. I'm sure somehow players stepped up and they got second. I'm sure there's players that stepped up in a relegation race. And I hear you, I agree. They're some of our best players, 100%. I'm just simply providing an alternative look at it, my dude. So don't shoot the messenger in that regard. It's all love. One love to everybody who's locked in, man. As I said, it's a pleasure to be here chatting with you. Like, oh, wait, there's MLS. No. I'm not trying to watch no MLS and that. Put some cricket on. It's no more football. The only football that's being done is this talking thing. Saka was disappointing. Bro, Saka was disappointing. He's still my guy, innit? Bad games happen. I'm looking, make no excuse. You know, him playing poor makes no excuse. You know, him coming back late and whatnot from the Euros makes no excuse for obviously the mistakes and his first touch and stuff. But, you know, Saka's bad days are rare, innit? I stand by these players. Same like with Tini. I'm not going to cap. I don't think Tini was that good against Brentford either. Saliba is better than Marie. He might be, but let's also be real. Bro, there would have been same way games like that, and then man would have bottled as well. So, you know, for me, I'm not going to lie, Arsenal fans, I'm not saying we're wrong, but I'm playing devil's advocate. I do think it's always the player that isn't involved is the one that we scream, you know, and we've done that with David Luiz and Xhaka against Villarreal, Lacazette and obviously Aubameyang with Brentford and whoever today and wherever, whenever, and I'm sure you lot are getting different examples. You're not wrong, but how often are we going to keep spinning that one to ourselves? At what point are we potentially insulting our own intelligence? You know, because Saliba might have come, and same way Saka had a bad game, Smith Rowe weren't amazing, and, you know, whatever with the young players, you know, he might have looked like that. And same way, you know, not to say he said it, but same way someone might have alluded to Balogun potentially being overrated, might say the same thing about Saliba. Such is life. People cry about somebody playing. They play, they have a woeful game. It's easy to support and say how good someone is when things are going right. But yeah, man. Why didn't he change the system when we were getting exposed on that side? Now, I was saying he should have done that at halftime, just like against Brentford. We should have changed to a 3 at the back at halftime. Is that reactive tactics? Is it because he's being stubborn and worked on something all week and wants to remain like that? I'll leave you lot to draw your own conclusions in that regards. Sorry, fuck. Trying to do the timestamps for a couple of you because obviously I know some of you like to watch it on the reruns, and I like to just have the little timestamp so you can see specifically what we've spoken about post, pre-game, and the rest of it, people. But yeah, man, what's the time here? 2:40. Sorry, folks. But yeah, man, is what it is. Will Odegaard be available for City? Hopefully, should be. This team bores me. I don't know what to say. I wasn't even bored today. I don't think it was one of those. I think it was just more. I don't know really where I am with it. Like I don't think it's one to get in a hissy fit. I think on some hands it is. I don't think it's one to find positives where there's none. I just think we need to be real that it's not the people that own this football club, the people that run this football club, the people that are in charge on a management tactical point of view, there's a lot of question marks. We spent 130 million. Do we look better? I know people are not available and there's many variables, but do we look like we have a system so that these players slot in theory? Ben White slots in. He comes into already functioning defensive unit, and like Van Dijk, beyond the obvious, but like Van Dijk at Liverpool, takes it to another level. If Ramsdale was to get a look in the same logic and anyone else is bought, it's crazy, man. It is a process. I want Arteta to get it right. I can't lie to you. If he got sacked tomorrow, I'm not gonna cry. But at the same time, we've got to call it as I see it. If you're trying to bake a cake, you might ask your chef, are you sure you're supposed to do it that way? Because I've done it this way. It doesn't mean free from criticism. So yeah, man. Bro, I don't know who wore the I don't know who wore the armband, but it's a simple thing of everybody should look like a captain, man. I would like to love for the super chat. I'm going to get into that. I would like to see our full strength team today. To be fair to you, his hands were tired. We had injuries. The situation is now in free fall, controvertible. I can't say that word, man. That's a big word for man. But MA can't. Yeah, man. You're saying he can't do anything to help this collapse. We need an experienced head to manage our young players and bring some stability. I mean, we had Emre and it failed. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying we need the people, the tactical front, the owner of the club, everyone below Arteta and Arteta. It's not giving you confidence, much less the playing squad. But we're saying the same things we were saying against Brentford. We're saying the same things we probably, some of you actually, what the trolls have been doing now is going back on a lot of my older watch-alongs. And I'm sure if we all did that, we're going to find ourselves talking about the same old things here and there, man. I mean, you can talk about Ben White as much as you want. Ben White played no part today, so it's neither here nor there. We can talk about the mismanagement. One love for the super chat once again, FM. But yeah, man. Is Arteta just unlucky? No, I think it's gone beyond that. Very poor, free fall into nothingness. I don't mind criticizing the team and structure, but allow the fans is all I'd say. I can't lie. Some of you, man, got to try and learn to detach yourself emotionally from Arsenal. No surprise we got rubbed out. We are brass. We will get rubbed out next week. It is what it is. Boy, maybe relegation will help. Dead that, man. DG, my bro, Pablo Maria is robbed. He's not mentally, physically, or technically good enough. That halfway line tackle just shows he's out of his depth. After Lukaku scored and ran him ragged, he does it. Head loss probably, man. What's Ben White got to do with today? Trust me, unless you're talking about potential mismanagement, is what it is. It was nice to see Lokonga spreading out some decent diags, true. But to play devil's advocate, such is the life. A team that's meant to pride itself on technical masterclasses, praising players that are able to just see a pass and do it. You look at Chelsea's midfielders, I was doing it, but I'm pretty sure Chelsea fans are past the point. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not getting at you, but they're past the point of praising Jorginho for turning and spreading it or Kovacic and whatever, I just feel mainly sorry for the young players because, as you see, when there's not really a luxury afforded for them to play poorly, man. I feel our young players are set up to fail, man. Like you look at Tavares, he's looked good off the bench in the last couple of appearances he's made, but there's gonna come a time he's gonna look lost. Same way Balogun looked lost last week. So yeah, Marie got rubbed out, bro. Rubbed out. Absolutely ripped, man. Absolutely ripped. How bad it's got to be before Stan sells? Well, I haven't read the program from today, but allegedly in the program he was talking about you know, the reaffirming his commitment to Arsenal and the rest of all of that. So make of that what you will, my guys. Make of that what you will.